Welcome into the video. I'm your tech guy, Wayne, and today I'll be going over the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra for beginners. And this will be a full beginner's walkthrough, everything you'll need to know from how to navigate the phone, downloading apps, how to make calls, how to send text messages, how to set up the fingerprint sensor, every detail that you'll need to know to navigate your phone you're going to learn in this video. And a lot of this is going to apply to the S24 line as well. So if you have an S23 Ultra or S24 Ultra, you will learn a lot of the same things. So stick around if you're in one of those camps. Let's go ahead and get started. So on the left side of the phone, there is nothing, no buttons. Now on the right side of the phone, you will find volume up, volume down, and a power standby button. When you press this button, it will wake up the phone. Press it again, it will put the phone asleep, okay? At the bottom of the phone, you will find your charging port, which is a Type-C charging port, and you'll find your S Pen and a speaker. Okay, to wake up the phone, you're simply going to tap on the screen twice. That will get the screen to turn on. Take your finger, put it on the screen, and just drag up, and that's how you unlock the phone. Okay, now right now there is no passcode on the phone. Now, later on in the video, I'll go over how to set a passcode so you can secure your phone. All right. But first, we're going to go into how to navigate the main screen. How do I find where everything is? What are the basic forms of navigating? So right now, the phone is in what is called gesture mode. And gesture mode is you have to use different gestures to control the phone. It's not the best way for a new person to use the phone. So I like to make this tweak from the settings so that it's easier to use the phone. So swipe down from the top of the screen. In the upper right corner, you're going to tap on this little settings wheel. Tap on display and then swipe up. Go to navigation bar. And then we're going to switch from swipe gesture to buttons. And when you make this switch, it's going to give you 3 buttons at the bottom of the screen: a home button, a recent apps button, and a back button. And this will make it easier for you to navigate the phone. So watch this. Now I can hit this button. What this button does, the home button, it simply takes you back to the home screen like this. This is your home screen. No matter what you're doing, hitting the home button takes you right back to the screen. If you're in Google Chrome, which is your web browser, and maybe you're going through websites and looking at different things, if you want to get back to the home screen, you tap the home button. That's it. Now, this button to the right, this is your back button. And this simply just takes you back one step. And it's great for when you're navigating a menu. This helps you just go back and forth through the menu options. So let's go back to the settings. We're going to swipe down from the top of the screen again, tap on the settings wheel in the upper right corner. Let's say I were to go to battery. Okay. Now, if I want to go back one page, I'm going to simply hit my back button. Okay. Maybe I'm in home screen and then I decide to select this option and I've gone really deep into the menu and I just want to go back to the previous thing I was looking at. Back button, back button, back button. So that's all it does. It just takes you back one step. It's great for just helping you backtrack. Okay. Now this button here, this is your recent apps button. This will simply allow you to see all the apps that are currently running in the background of your phone. And when you're finished using a certain app, you simply swipe up to close it. Now really quickly, I'm going to use the term app quite a bit, and I want to help you understand what that word means. So think of how computers have programs, smartphones have applications, or apps for short. So whenever I say apps, I'm referring to these little icons, which are just the programs that are on the phone, okay? So all these apps are running in the background. It's quite a bit. So I can swipe up to close them, or, hey, maybe I want to go back to the settings. I can just tap on the settings, and guess what? I'm right back where I left off. So that's why this recent apps button is useful. You can see what's running and you can get back to it if you want to continue what you're working on. Or if you're all done and you're ready to close it, just swipe up to close. And if you want to close all the apps that are running, tap on the close all button. And that's it. So these are the three main buttons you'll use to navigate the phone. Now, when you're on the home screen, there's a few other things you'll need to know. So one, if you swipe left, there are pages where you'll find other apps. So just swiping left and right will show you different apps, and you can customize these pages to have very specific pieces of information. Now, if I swipe to the right, it's going to take me to what is called my basically my news feed, and this will sort of update based on the things that you search for. So I can swipe through here to see information about news, different things that are happening. It's just a feed that will keep track of things that you search, and it will give you updated information. So let me pause for a quick word from our video sponsor today, which is MagBack. Now, MagBack is the company that makes the case I have on my phone right now. And this is a really awesome case here. It has a 6-foot drop test rating, which means it can take a really strong hit. So for those of you that tend to drop your phone a lot, this is a great case to consider. It also has these reinforced magnets in the back of the phone that will allow it to stick to any metal surface. So your refrigerator, your car, gym equipment, you can basically stick this thing anywhere. They also sell a cool car accessory called the Mag Stick, and that you can put it anywhere in your car and your phone will stick right to that magnet for really easy mounting and unmounting. They also have some pretty cool accessories as well. This is just one. It's the MagBack wallet, and it just snaps around the back of the phone. It has a finger loop as well. It makes it really easy to hold the phone. You can use the wallet as a stand for your phone as well. Definitely love this thing. I've been using it for a couple of weeks now and had just a great experience with it. MagBack so graciously gave me a discount code. So check out their website for 15% off using code H2TV on any one of their products, from the cases to the stands. They also have a really cool wireless car charger as well. So you'll find all those in the link for the website below. All right. Thanks again, MagBack, for sponsoring the video. And let's go ahead and jump right back into our tutorial. Two more notes in terms of navigating the phone. You're going to swipe up when you're on the home screen to get to what is called your app drawer. This is where you'll find all the apps that are downloaded on the phone. If you ever download an app and you want to know where it is, you'll find it in this section. There's also a search bar at the top that you can tap in, and you can tap the microphone to search for an app with your voice, or you can simply just type in the name of the app and it'll come right up. So that's where you'll find all the apps on the phone. Now, if you swipe down on the home screen, this will take you to what is called your notification panel. And in this section, you'll get notifications from the apps you have downloaded. You'll also get notifications about if you missed a call, if you have a text message, if you have a new email, if you have a Facebook notification. All that will show up in this section of the phone. So this is where you'll just check to see if any new important information has come through. And if something is there, you simply just tap on it and it will take you right to that app. So right now I don't have any new emails, but if I did, it would show up in this section and I would tap on it and it would take me right to the email app. Now, you'll also find some really helpful shortcuts as well. At the top here, these are called your switches. And these switches basically control different settings on the phone. So I have a Wi-Fi switch, Bluetooth switch. This is your sound switch. So tapping this will put your phone on silent. Sorry, I keep tapping that button. So the phone is currently on silent. When you see this icon, it's a little speaker with a slash, and you'll notice it's grayed out. If I tap it again, this means that my sound is on. If I get a call, the phone is going to ring. If I get a text, I'm going to get that little notification. If I tap it again, this is the vibration setting. So now this means any notifications that come through, my phone is going to vibrate. It's not going to ring. So this is how you toggle the sound settings to have sound on, vibrate, or on silent. You have airplane mode. You have your flashlight. Tapping on this will give you a flashlight and allow you to use your phone flash as a flashlight. And you'll find your shortcut to the settings in the upper right corner right here. We've already talked about that. Now, if you swipe again, so swipe down twice, it'll expand the menu and give you even more shortcuts. Now, these are the most frequently used settings on the phone. That's why they put them in this section. So you don't have to go to the actual settings menu and try to find these things. You just simply come here and you can swipe through and see the most important toggles here. I want to show you again how to get here. So we're on the home screen. I'm swiping down once, and then I'm swiping down a second time, and that's how I get to this menu that will show me all of the different shortcuts to turn things on. Now, hey, in case you didn't know how to do this, let's say you want to connect to a public Wi-Fi network. You're at Starbucks. You want to connect to their network. You can simply tap on this menu here. It takes you right to your Wi-Fi shortcut. It'll begin to scan all the Wi-Fi networks that are around you, and then you can pick, oh, hey, here's the T-Mobile network. I'm at the T-Mobile store. Let's tap on here. You'll type in the password, and guess what? Now you're connected to that network. So this is how you connect to a Wi-Fi network, and the same goes for Bluetooth as well. You tapping on the Bluetooth icon here, it will show you all the available Bluetooth devices and allow you to pair your Bluetooth headphones or your speakers or your keyboard. Now, another important thing here is your brightness meter. If you want your phone to be brighter, you can drag this up. And on the flip side, if you want it to be not so bright, you can drag it down the other way. If you tap on the three dots right here, you can turn off the adaptive brightness. Now, I don't recommend turning this off because what your phone does is it's always reading how much light is in the room and it will adjust accordingly. But if only turn this off if you just find the screen to be too bright and you just want it to be dimmer. You can turn this off. You can set it to a very specific brightness and then it won't change. Just keep in mind if you're outside and it's really bright, you might need the screen to be brighter. But anyway, this is how you control the brightness of your phone. Okay, so you'll find a bunch of other things in here. Spend some time, play around with this menu. There's a lot of great information in here. So just touch each button and it'll tell you exactly what it does. One last thing, when you swipe down one time, you'll notice you just have the settings wheel in the corner. If you swipe again, you'll notice you have more options, and this second option here is the power button. This is actually how you get to the power menu to turn the phone off. So if you want to restart, you got your restart button. If you want to power off, and you have your emergency section as well. So that's how you turn the phone off as well. So this concludes the first section of the video, which was simply just how to navigate the phone, how to find everything. And in the next section, we're going to jump into how to download apps. Okay, so swiping up, we talked about this. This is where you'll find all the apps on the phone. Now, this icon here is the Play Store icon. This is where you go to download apps. Okay, now if you want to download an app, you'll tap on the search button in the center here. And then if you tap it again, it'll bring up a keyboard and allow you to type in the app that you want to search for. But let me show you the fastest way to search for an app. It's not using the keyboard. It's simply tapping on the microphone in the upper right corner and just saying the name of the app. Uber. You can use that microphone to trigger voice to text and then just simply say the app you want to search for. It'll come up. And look, I can simply tap on enable, update, and it's going to start downloading the Uber app to the phone. So just that easy, you can download an app to the phone. Now, that's the process if you know what you want to download. If you just are trying to find new fun games because you're bored, you can tap on the games tab in the bottom left corner here, and then you can swipe through and look at all of the recommended games. You'll find tons of games that are available. And you can also swipe this little menu here and go to categories. You can see all the different categories of games. So that's a quick rundown of just how to search for games if you're just trying to find new and fun things to put on the phone. Okay, let's talk about how to answer the phone when someone calls, and then we'll go into how to make a call. So first, I'm going to initiate a call so you can see what it looks like when it comes through, and then you'll know how to answer the phone. So this is what it looks like when a call comes through. Take your finger, put it on the green phone button, and just drag up to answer. And at this point, you can tap on speaker to put the call on speaker. You can connect to a Bluetooth device by tapping here. You can mute the call here. And when you're all done, simply tap on the red button to end the call. Now, I'm going to initiate the call again. This time, I'm going to show you how to decline the call and one other thing. So the same way you put your finger on the green phone button to answer, you put your finger on the red phone button to decline the call. Now, another option you have is to swipe up and you can send a reply. So you can select, please text me, can I call you later, or I'll call you back. This will automatically decline the call and it will send them a text message right after, letting them know you want them to text or call back, or I'm unavailable right now. So those are the two different ways to answer the phone. Now, if you're in an app, it's going to look a little different. So let me show you this again. Now this time I'm going to make the call, but I'm not on the home screen. Now I'm in the Google Chrome app. So it's going to look a little different. It's going to show up as a pop-up right here. So this method is much easier. When you see the pop-up, you simply just tap on the button to answer or tap on the red button to decline. Just like this, call is answered. And same way, tap the red button to decline. So it will look different depending on what you're doing on the phone. So you want to be ready for either situation. Now, let's move into how to initiate a call. So for this, you're going to tap on the phone button, which you'll find in the bottom left corner. You'll notice right now there is a red 1 in the corner of the app, and that means that we have a missed call. Someone called, we didn't answer. So it's letting you know someone tried to call you, but you missed it. Tap on the phone button, and you can see, oh, this was the call that we missed. Okay. To make a call, you want to tap on the keypad, and then from here, you'll just type in the phone number. So area code, phone number, and tap on the green phone button to send the call out. So that's how you make a call. And same process, when you're done with the call, just tap on the red button to end the call. So calling is super easy. Another little trick here, if you go to recent, this is where you'll see all your recent calls, basically your call log. Now let's say you want to call this person back, okay? If you take your finger and you swipe to the right, it'll call that person. So that's a gesture you can use to call someone back really easy, just like this. Now, if you want to send them a text, you swipe to the left and it will send a message. So those are your options. Swipe right for call, swipe left for a text message. Okay? So that's a quick rundown of how to make calls. Let's now move into how to send a text message. So right next to the phone icon is your text messaging icon. We're going to tap on that icon, and this is your text message menu. Now, if you want to send a message, there's an icon in the bottom right corner, and you'll tap on that icon. Okay, so you have two options when you start a new conversation. You can either type in the name of the person that you want to send the text to, and that's if that person's information is saved into the phone. If it's not saved, you simply will just type in the phone number. So tap on recipient, and here we're going to type in the phone number. Here we go. There's our phone number. And oh, look, this number is already saved into the phone. So as you start typing, the phone will check to see if that number is already saved. And if it is, you can tap on the contact and then it will add it in. Now, if you want to make this a group message, which is texting multiple people at one time, you simply just start typing the next phone number and that will automatically turn it into a group message. Now, once you've finished adding your contacts, hit done on the keyboard. Next, it will take you right to the enter message section, and this is where you'll begin typing what you want your message to say. So I can write, hi, how are you? Now what I'm doing is called a swipe, and that's just you moving from one letter to the other. You don't have to do that. You can just simply type and tap one letter at a time, or you can swipe to the letters. Now, I've typed in my message, hi, how are you? I'm going to tap on this button, which is the send button, to send off the message. So just that easy, you send someone a message. Now, you have a couple of cool options at your disposal as well. Tap on the microphone in the bottom left corner right here. You can simply say the message instead of having to type it, and it will automatically convert it to text in your message, just like this. Oh, you'll need to give it permission. Tap while I'm using, tap agree. Hi, how are you? This is Joe. And you'll tap the microphone when you're finished talking. And look, it added in my message. So I did get something wrong. So if I just tap right in that section, I can use the back button to erase it. But now I have my message entered, and I can simply hit the send button to send off the message. So that's another easy way to text. Now, if you want to add a picture to the message, you can tap on this little picture icon right here. I'm going to tap this picture right here, and I'm going to hit resize. And then I simply hit the send button to text the picture. So I've already sent, hi, how are you? I've sent this picture in the message. And there's a bunch of other options you have. If you hit the plus, you can schedule this message to go out later. You have a quick response option. You have adding a video, contacts, a calendar invite, notes. You have all these other things you can add, which you probably won't use a ton of those options. Now, one thing I think you will use is this. You can send someone a voice recorded message. If I hold down on this here, let's see, let's tap. You have to tap and keep your finger on it. Hey, Jim, just wanted to say good morning and I hope you have a great day. So it just recorded that little 4-second message. I can play it. Hey, Jim, just wanted to say good morning and I hope you have a great day. And I can send that off as a voice recorded message. So those are just a few of the things you'd need to know in terms of sending a message, attaching a picture, text, and a voice message. Now, guess what? We're going to use our back button here to go back one screen. And now we're on the main menu of the text messaging app. And I can basically scroll up to see other messages that I have. Let me not use the S Pen right now. I'm just going to, you can swipe up to see all your other messages. And any message that has a red number, it means that you have a message that has not been read yet. So I can then tap on it to read the message. And I can respond by tapping in the box to bring up the keyboard. If you don't want to respond, just simply hit your back button and back out of it. So that's a very brief rundown of just how to use the text messaging app. Let's move into how to make the text larger on the screen in case the words are a bit hard to use. We're going to swipe down from the top of the screen, go to the settings wheel. We're going to go to display. And then swipe up and go to font and style. And here, it's really easy to make the text larger by simply just tapping to the right of this little blue circle. So, and here it will show you how the text will change every time you go over one. So, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. And you can see how the menu text is getting larger as we're increasing. So feel free to go as far as you need so that to make sure you can read everything. Now, if I hit the home button, you'll see that all my icons, all the text under my apps are now larger. Swipe down from the top of the screen. All of my incoming messages are much bigger and easier to read. When I go to Google Chrome, you'll see text will be larger as well. So play around with that until you find the right size for you to be able to read everything. I'm going to hit the recent apps button, swipe over and go to settings, and I'm going to take that size down back to where it was. You can also try using a different font. So if I go to font style, you have a couple of options. The bold font might be better for some of you as well because the text just pops more, and you can even make it even more bold by tapping bold font. So you have a few different levers you can pull to try to make the text just a little bit bigger for you. Next, let's go over how to set a password on your phone so that if anyone ever picks up your phone, they'll have to put in your code first to be able to get into the phone. I'm going to show you a different way to get to the settings this time. So we've been doing it just by swiping down, and that's one option. But another option is to swipe up and swipe over until we get to the settings wheel, which is here. So there's the settings right there. Now let's go to security and privacy. Now, where it says lock screen, we'll tap on lock screen and then tap on screen lock and switch to a PIN. Go to PIN, and now we can set a 6-digit PIN that can be used to secure the phone. So let's make our PIN 112233. Hit continue, 112233, hit OK. And now we have a PIN on the phone. So if I lock the screen and then I unlock it, if I try to drag up the screen, it now will ask you to put a PIN in. So let's try that. There we go. And now our phone is secured. Now, it can be a little irritating to have to put that PIN in so often. So what you'll want to do is program a fingerprint. So now it'll be easier to unlock. You can either use the PIN or your fingerprint to unlock the phone. Now the fingerprint is in the center of the screen. So you'll want to pick up the phone and take your thumb or whatever finger you want and just press, lift, press, and lift. And you'll want to repeat this and try to move your finger every time you do this so it can fully read your fingerprint. Now, I recommend that you always program a finger on each hand, because what if one hand is greasy or wet or has a substance on it? It makes it hard to unlock the phone. So you'll simply tap add. And now you can program your thumb on the other hand. Now that that's programmed, if I tap on fingerprints, put in my code one more time, I now just need to turn on fingerprint unlock. And once this is enabled, now you'll see a fingerprint icon in the middle of the screen, and I can take my finger and just put it right on that fingerprint icon to unlock the phone. So we do have one other option that we can use to unlock the phone, and that's with your face. If you tap on screen lock, put in your PIN, and then if you go to face and you turn this on, you'll then simply raise the phone up to your face. It will read your face, and then you can use your face to unlock the phone as well. I don't use that option as often, but it's another secure way to unlock the phone. All right, let's move into the camera and just go over a quick run through of how to use the camera. So the camera is at the bottom of the phone here. We'll tap on that camera icon, and you have a front camera. And you access that by tapping this button here. So front camera. And you have a rear camera. You actually have 3 different cameras on the back. So to take a picture, you simply tap on the shutter button, the white button in the center. That's how you snap pictures. If you want to take a video, right next to photos is the video button. Tap on video. And you'll notice the button changes to a red button. And when you tap it, it will start recording a video, and it'll be counting up. And now you have a shutter button to the left you can always use to take still pictures while you're recording video. And you can stop by just doing that. You have these buttons here which are for zoom. So if you want to zoom, you can go from 1x to 3x to 10x. You can actually continue to pinch the screen if you want to zoom more. So that's how you zoom. And you also have a more button right here, which will give you access to more camera settings. So a lot of these settings you really don't need to worry about. The food mode is a fun option for taking really nice pictures of your food. There is a slow-mo, super slow-mo. So there's some other cool options there as well. But the main options are just photo and video. And once you take a picture, if you want to see the picture you took, to the left of the shutter button is your gallery button. This will take you to the very last few pictures you've taken, and you can scroll through and see what the pictures look like. Now, let's hit the home button. So we've taken a couple of pictures, and maybe you want to see those pictures along with the pictures you took last week. You would go to the Gallery app, and the Gallery app is where you'll find all the pictures that have been taken on the phone. And if you're in the Picture tab, you'll see all the pictures sorted by the date. So pictures from today, last week, and you can scroll through and see all the pictures I've taken on the phone over the last couple of weeks. So that's the easiest way to just get to all of your saved pictures. And guess what? Maybe I want to send this picture to someone because I think it looks cool. I can tap on this button. This is your share button, and tapping this will allow you to then share out the picture. And here you can pick different apps. So I can share it via an email, WhatsApp. I can swipe over to Messenger, Instagram, Facebook, and you can tap one of those to basically put that photo into the appropriate app so then you can share it. So that's a brief rundown of just how to take pictures and where to find the pictures after you take them. Let's end the video with going over how to set up your email if you haven't signed into your email accounts yet. You would use the Gmail app to do this. So let's swipe up. And if you're on the first page of your app drawer, you'll have a folder. This is your Google folder. And if we tap on the Google folder, you have your Gmail app here. Now I'm already signed into my Gmail account, so that's why you see all of my emails. So let me first show you how to add your email accounts, and then we'll just do a quick review of how to use the Gmail app. So in the upper right corner, you'll tap on this little icon. It's going to look different for everyone, but tap on that icon, and you'll come down to add another account. And here you'll see all the different email types that are supported in the Gmail app. So you probably didn't know this, but you can sign into a Yahoo account in the Gmail app. You can sign into an Outlook as well on the Gmail app. So you have all these other apps, all these other types that are supported. Now, you might have an email type that is not showing up in the list here. For example, you might have an AOL, but you know what? I don't see AOL as an option. So you can use the other to try to sign in, but in my experience, this can be a little tricky and it's not always self-explanatory. So here's a quick workaround on how to add your other email accounts that don't show up on this list. Hit the home button, go to the Play Store, tap on search, tap search again, and because my S Pen is out, it's not bringing the keyboard up. So I'm going to put the S Pen back in the phone. Tap in the box here, and now my keyboard is up. Now, here's what you want to do. You want to type the address of your email address. What does that mean? Well, I just want to type the @ symbol and then whatever the back of my email address is. So for me, it would be @AOL.com, and I'm going to search it. To do that, in the bottom left corner, there's a symbols button. Tap on that button, tap the @ symbol, and then tap on the ABC button in the bottom left corner to get back to your letters. And I'm going to type in AOL.com and do a search, tapping the magnifying glass in the bottom right corner. And here, it's going to recommend apps that support AOL.com email types. So guess what? AOL has their own email app that I could just download, and I can use this to sign to my AOL emails. And there's other apps here that are supported as well. I'm going to tap on install, and it's going to download pretty quick because it's not a really large app. And so this is the shortcut on how to find apps that are compatible with your email types if you don't see them listed in the Gmail app. Now, let's hit the home button. We're going to hit recent apps and we're going to swipe over and go back to Gmail. And let's have a quick just rundown of how the Gmail app works. Okay, so this is the main page of the Gmail app. And keep in mind that the Gmail app kind of works very similar to other apps. So what I show you here will probably work in the other apps you download for email as well. So this is my inbox. This is where I'll find all of my current emails. It's always sorted by what came through last. So if I want to open up my email from Google Pixel, I'm going to tap on the email and just swipe through to see what the email says. And guess what? If I want to respond to this email, I'm going to tap on the reply box. This will pull up my keyboard and then allow me to basically start typing my reply. Now, maybe you don't want to reply to this email. Maybe you just read it and you realize that it's just more of an advertisement. So you can tap on the trash can at the top to delete the email. Now, if you want to delete multiple emails at one time, you want to tap on the icon next to the email. So just like this, I'm going to tap on all of the Google emails. Now I've selected 4, and now I can hit the trash can to delete those emails. So pretty easy. Now, if I want to write an email, I'm going to tap on the compose button. And the first thing it'll bring up is, who do you want to send the email to? Let's send it to wayne@gmail.com. which is not a real email, but just for the sake of the video, I'm using it. And then I can tap in the subject box, and then I can write hi, and then tap compose email, and then I can write, hi, how are you? And then I can tap on this paper clip if I want to attach a picture or a file to the email. And then after that, I can hit the send button to send off the email. And just that easy, that's how you send an email. Now, every now and then, someone will say, hey, I sent you an email. Did you get it? And you'll say, oh, no, I didn't. If you drag down on the inbox, this little circle comes up really quickly and it will reload your inbox. So if new emails are there, but they're not loaded, just drag down and it should add the new emails. Sometimes people will say, check your spam folder. Maybe the email went to spam. To do that, you'll tap on this hamburger menu in the left corner, and you can scroll through here to get to the spam folder right here, and you can see what emails are in spam. And look, these are the 2 emails that are in spam. So that's how you check the spam folder. Now, one other thing, Gmail separates your emails into folders. What it tries to sort the emails based on the type. So sometimes you'll have an email, but it's not in the main inbox, because this is what Gmail does. Tap on the menu here. They're going to give you these 3 other folders. One is called promotions, one is called social, and one is called updates. So promotions are emails that are more salesy or are probably like repetitive emails from Target about their discounts. Social are emails from social platforms, your Facebooks, your Instagrams. So you'll find them all in this section. And then updates are usually pertaining to things like FedEx tracking, or could be you placed an order for a product and they've sent you a confirmation email. So these are other folders you want to be aware of, because there are other emails that will only be in this section. For example, these are discounts on services, and Samsung is having a sale. And so these are emails that you've received, but Gmail is just sorting them so that you don't have your inbox full of junk, your junk mail. Here's social. Here's all my YouTube emails. And then updates. Here are just additional update type emails. All right. So this brings us to the end of our video. Now, I want to point out a couple of things. This phone came out over a year ago, And this is a late video. This video probably should have come out a lot sooner. I didn't get this phone at launch. I got it much later, but I felt like it was necessary to do a beginner video because many of you might have been using this phone and just really didn't know how to do everything. So now there is a detailed guide on how to use the phone. So I hope for those of you that stuck around to the end, I hope you did find the level of detail helpful. I want to say thank you to our sponsor, MacBack, for sponsoring the video. Definitely get on their website and check out these sweet cases and all the cool accessories they have in the ecosystem. I've been using them quite a bit and just enjoying how protected my phone is, and also just you know, how fun the accessories are. I really use this wallet case a lot. I don't use it as much for the wallet as much as the finger loop. I just love how easy it is to have this. It just makes it easier to hold the phone and not have to worry about dropping it. So anyway, I'll have that link below in the description, so definitely check that out and jump on that discount while it's available. And use my discount code H2TV to get that 15% off your order as well. If you found the video helpful, make sure you hit that like button down below. And if you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos. If you have additional questions, things that I didn't cover that you'd like me to cover, drop me a comment in the comment section down below. If we get enough people to respond with questions, I'll try to work on it part 2 of this video. And if it's just a couple of questions, I'll just answer them in the comment section. So anyway, catch me down there. Thanks again for watching. Take care, and as always, have a good one.